Hello and welcome to things happening around the world in 3 minutes or less. Let's go. Okay, so if you have anxiety, especially if you got it from this COVID pandemic, you might want to skip this portion because this is something we don't need right now. Anyhow, the World Health Organization tweeted on their Twitter, new Ebola outbreak declared in Guyana in the rural community of Guinea in New Zerekokori. Man, I know I butchered these names. After 3 cases were confirmed by the National Laboratory. So a few days ago, I saw one case happening there, and I thought, they probably got it under control. But now this is spreading. We don't need this. Remember, this is more deadlier than COVID. The fatality rate for this one, I know it was higher than the other one. So hopefully they get it under control before it spreads more. Just pray to God that it doesn't spread. Anyhow, that aside, there was a fuel tanker that exploded between the border of Iran and Afghanistan, and around 500 trucks were consumed by it. That's crazy. According to CNN, that's what they reported. I'm gonna leave the link in the description so you guys can check out the whole article. But man, just especially what happened in the pileup in Texas because of the weather. Speaking of that, you guys gonna have a bad weather, my fellow Texans. I live in Florida, so we're not used to cold, and stay safe out there. That aside, we know there's a coup taking place in Myanmar, and the military took over, and there's protests all over the country. And now there's some art I see on Twitter, people drawing that people are getting kidnapped, pretty much arrested by the military in night, and so there's protests all over the countries. And there was a protest in Japan in solidarity for them. I'm glad that people from around the world are picking up on this, and the farmers protest in India, but I just wish these same people they said something against the military when they were committing all the atrocities against the people of Burma, the Rohingya Muslims. It was one of the worst atrocities I have ever seen, especially the amount of people they had to flee the country of Myanmar. So hopefully the people they wake up and things change for the better in the future. Also, many of you know that Donald Trump got acquitted on his second impeachment again by the Senate. I feel like these stuff should be handled by court, not politicians, because politicians can be very biased. Anyways, this is like 0-2 to the Democrats. They lost 2 to the Republicans in the impeachment against Trump. But I'm pretty sure there's probably other trials against Donald Trump because the amount of shenanigans he done with his taxes in New York and so on. So this is far from over. Anyways, guys, these are some of the things taking place around the world. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in tomorrow for more. Till then, peace.